What is going on, you guys? Welcome to Mind Blowing Behavior. I am your gracious host, Aaron. Hope you guys are doing well today. Hey, we're going to jump right into this. Welcome to Mind Blowing Behavior. All right, you guys, we got it. We got our hands on it. We got our hands on the United States District Court, Southern District of New York, the sealed indictment for P. Diddy, Puff Daddy, Diddy, P. D, and AKA Love. All his names, all his names is locked up. He is in jail as of yesterday. The plan was to lock him up today, was to pick him up today. But I guess they got word that P. Diddy was going to try to hit the road, and they picked his black ass up yesterday. So they have him in custody right now. So we're going to go over this indictment, you guys. Let's do it. All righty. So the grand jury charges overview. For decades, Sean Combs, a.k.a. Puff Daddy, a.k.a. P. Diddy, you know the rest, the defendant abused, threatened, coerced women and others around him to fulfill his sexual desires. Whoa. Protect his reputation and conceal his conduct. To do so, Combs relied on employees, resources, and influence of his multifaceted business empire. He led and controlled, created a criminal enterprise whose members and associates engaged in and attempted to engage in, among other crimes, sex trafficking, forced labor, kidnapping, arson, bribery, and obstruction of justice. Wow, they're starting off, man. They starting off with both barrels, man. Number two, Sean Combs, aka P. Diddy, you know the rest. The defendant operated his business headquarters at various times in Manhattan and Los Angeles under a variety of United States based corporation entities, including Bad Boy Entertainment, Combs Enterprises, and Combs Global, collectively the Combs businesses. So that means they were all his. Corporate entities in the Combs business included, amongst other things, record labels, a recording studio, an apparel line, an alcoholic spirit business, which is that horrible Ciroc, a marketing agency, and a television network. Probably is Revolt. That revolting channel. Cannot stand Revolt. I think the only thing that was good on Revolt was Drink Champs. And I think State of the Culture, that was what's his name's channel? What's his name thing? Joe Budden. Those were the only two decent things on there. The rest is complete garbage. Number three, at all times relevant to this indictment, Sean Combs, aka P. Diddy, you know the rest, the defendant engaged in a persistent and pervasive pattern of abuse towards women and other individuals. This abuse was at times verbal, emotional, physical, and sexual. As part of his pattern of abuse, Combs manipulated women to participate in highly orchestrated performances of sexual activity with male commercial sex workers. The hell is a commercial sex worker? Is that porn stars or is that prostitution? I don't know what they put into that category, commercial sex workers. At times, Combs and others, acting at his direction, made arrangements for women and commercial sex workers to fly to Combs' location. Combs ensured participation from the women by, amongst other things, obtaining and distributing narcotics to them, controlling their careers, leveraging his financial support, and threatening to cut off the same, and using intimidation and violence. Jesus, come on, P. Diddy, Puff Daddy, boy, you in deep shit. Physical abuse by Sean Combs, aka Puff Daddy, you know the rest. The defendant was recurrent and widely known on numerous of occasions from at least in or about 2009 and continuing for years. Combs assaulted women by, amongst other things, striking, punching, dragging, throwing objects at, and kicking them. Jesus. Sounds like the Cassie thing. These assaults were at times witnessed by others and included one instance at a Los Angeles hotel in or about March 2016, which was captured on video and later publicly reported, um, where Combs kicked, dragged, and threw a vase at a woman. That was definitely Cassie. Thought I heard my phone vibrating. Okay. Um, through a vase at Cassidy. That was Cassidy. Okay. When a member of the hotel security staff intervened, Combs attempted to bribe a staff member to ensure license. So Diddy tried to bribe the staff member of the hotel to get the tape. Son of a dog. Combs' violence was also not limited to these women. It extended to his employees, witnessed to his abuse, and others. Yeah, they got people snitching on Diddy. Diddy's in shit. Diddy's in hot water, man. Oh my God. Sean Combs, aka Puff Daddy, you know the rest. The defendant used the Combs business, including certain employees, to carry out, facilitate, and cover up his abuse and commercial sex. What's up with this commercial sex? The employees, including staff, household staff, personal assistants, and high-ranking supervisors and other close associates acted as Combs intermediaries, and their conduct was facilitated and assisted by Combs' control of the Combs business. Man, Diddy is savage, man. The Combs enterprise, from at least in or about 2008 through on or about the date of the filing of this indictment, Sean Combs, aka Puff Daddy, aka P Diddy, you know the rest, and the others known and unknown were members and associates of the criminal organization, the Combs Enterprise, or the Enterprise. Jesus, they about to get this for Rico. Members of the association of the Combs Enterprise engaged in and attempted to engage in, amongst other activities, sex trafficking, forced labor, interstate transportation for the purpose of prostitution, coercion, and enticement to engage in prostitution, narcotics offenses, kidnapping, arson, bribery, and obstruction of justice. That nigga ain't getting out of jail. He's stuck. Bruh. He's stuck like Chuck. Bruh. He ain't getting out. He's going to be in there for a minute, man. They got too much stuff on him. He's not getting out. He's not getting out no time soon, man. You know. Number 7, the Combs Enterprise, including its leadership, its members, and its associates, constituted an enterprise as defined by Title 18 under Code Section 1961-4. That is a group of individuals, associates, in fact, although not a legal entity. The Combs Enterprise consisted of Sean Combs, aka P. Diddy, all them other names you know, the defendant, entities within the Combs business, including but not limited to Bad Boy Entertainment, Combs Enterprises, and Combs Global, individuals employed by and associated with Combs business, and others known and unknown. I bet you $100 a peanut people are snitching. The Combs Enterprise constitutes an ongoing organization whose members function as a continuing unit for a common purpose of achieving the objectives of the Combs Enterprise. They are 100% getting him with racketeering. The Combs Enterprise was engaged in and its activities affected interstate and foreign commerce. The Combs Enterprise operated in the Southern District of New York and elsewhere. Number 9, at At all times relevant to this indictment, Sean Combs, aka Puff Daddy, the defendant, was the leader of the Combs enterprise. Pay attention to that word, leader, man. Man, nigga done. Number 10, Sean Combs, aka Puff Daddy, the defendant, and others known and unknown, participated in unlawful and other activities related to the conduct of the Combs enterprise affairs. These individuals included certain Combs business employees, such as members of Combs security staff, household staff, personal assistants, and high-ranking supervisors, as well as others close and as well as other close associates of Combs. I wonder if Gene Deal has anything to do with this indictment. I wonder if Gene is a witness. Because Gene Deal said at one time that he would snitch, that he would actually tell if he was called as a witness. He said that. And Gene Deal has been kicking Diddy in the back forever. And you have not heard Diddy trying to sue him, not one time that I know of. So I believe almost everything that Gene Deal has said thus far. Okay. Number 11, purpose of Combs Enterprise. The purpose of the Combs Enterprise included the following. Operating a global business in the media, entertainment, and lifestyle industries, including, among other things, record label, a recording studio, an apparel, and alcoholic spirit, that nasty-ass Ciroc businesses, a marketing agency, and a television network and media company. Horrible ass revolt. B, preserving, protecting, and promoting and enhancing the power, reputation, and brand of Sean Combs, aka Puff Daddy, Puffy, the defendant, as a musician, entrepreneur, and figure in the entertainment industry. Number C, enriching members and associates of the enterprise, including its leaders, Combs, and they keep calling him a leader, leader Combs, and in particular, those who demonstrated loyalty to Combs and a willingness to conceal his crimes. Jesus Christ. I bet you they threatened people if they didn't testify against him. You know, they said the feds have like over a 90-something% conviction rate. And from what I've heard is that they don't go after nobody unless they have like almost certain of a conviction. All right. D, preserving, protecting, promoting, and enhancing the power of Combs Enterprise, including the power of its leader, Combs, they keep calling him a leader, through violence, use of firearm, threats of violence, coercion, and verbal, emotional, physical, and sexual abuse. Jesus Christ, Diddy. E, fulfilling the purpose of Combs, particularly those related to Combs' sexual gratification, including through the exploitation of women and the use of commercial sex workers. There's a leader sex worker. What the hell is a commercial sex worker? F, enabling Combs and other members and associates of Combs enterprise to engage in unlawful acts of violence, including sexual violence, sex trafficking, forced labor, interstate transportation for the purpose of prostitution, coercion, and enticement to engage in prostitution, narcotics distribution, and other crimes, and concealing the commission of such acts. Jesus. So to my understanding, what there's to read is that Diddy was had a narcotic distribution ring. Man, and he was out there paying people to conceal his crimes. So are they going to get him for witness tampering also? G, securing absolute loyalty from members of the Combs enterprise, including through acts of violence and threats. And H, protecting the Combs enterprise and his members and associates, including Combs, from detection and prosecution by law enforcement authorities through through acts of intimidation, manipulation, bribery, and threats of retaliation against individuals who witnessed the crimes committed by members and associates of the enterprise. Jesus, they finna get that goofball for witness tampering also.
Bruh.
Oh boy. Oh man, this is wild, man.
Oh my God.
My eyes are starting to hurt. Means and methods of the enterprise. 12. Amongst the means and methods by which Sean Combs, aka P. Diddy, the rest, the defendant, and other members and associates of Combs Enterprises conduct and participated in the conduct of the affairs of Combs Enterprise, including the following. Jesus. A. Combs and other members and associates of the Combs Enterprise wielded the power and prestige of Combs, role at the business to intimidate, threaten, lure female victims into Combs' orbit, Jesus, often under the pretense of romantic relationship. Combs then used force, threats of force, and coercion to cause victims to engage in extended sexual, engage in extended sex acts with male commercial sex workers that Combs referred to, amongst other things, freak-offs. Here's the freak-offs, man. Oh my God, I see freak-offs listed a lot. Okay, let's get into the freak-offs, man. Oh my God, man. Oh my God.
No.
He's never getting out of jail. He's done. Stick a fork in that fool. In his orbit, often under the pretense of romantic relationship. Combs then used okay. Oh, freak-offs. Okay, there we go. All right, let's get up here. Okay, freak-offs were elaborate. Freak-offs were elaborate and produced sex performances that Combs arranged, directed, masturbated during. What? Diddy is. Oh Lord. Oh my God. Diddy is around watching the freak-offs and freaking off. Yanking on his Yankee yank. Jesus Christ, man. Let me read that again. Freak-offs were elaborate and produced sex performances that Combs arranged, directed, masturbated during, and often electronically recorded. Jesus Christ. Please tell me they have the recordings. Are they going to release the recordings like they released that Cassie beating? Because the feds released that. They did. Yep. Because I think that video came out after the raid. They released that. Wow. In arranging these freak-offs, Combs, with the assistance of members and associates of the Combs Enterprise, it's some other people besides Combs that's going to get indicted behind this, or they're going to be testifying against him. Maybe they just want him. Jesus. In arranging these freak-offs, Combs, with the assistance of members and associates of Combs Enterprise, transported and caused to be transported commercial sex workers across state lines and internationally. Man, they finna get this dude for sex trafficking and everything. Freak-offs occurred regularly, sometimes lasted multiple days, and often involved multiple commercial sex workers. What the hell is a commercial sex worker? During freak-offs, Combs distributed a variety of controlled substances to victims, in part to keep the victims obedient and compliant. Sometimes, unbeknownst to the victims, Combs kept videos he filmed of victims engaging in sex acts with commercial workers. I wonder if any of these other rappers were involved in this. I wonder if there's any male rappers involved in this. Jesus, man. After the freak offs, Combs and victims typically received IV fluids. What? To recover from the physical, to record from the physical exertion and drug use. So he got medical people on staff to give people IDs? I mean, to give people IVs? Jesus. Diddy got everybody at his disposal. B, members and associates of Combs Enterprise, including high-ranking supervisors, security staff, household staff, personal assistants, and other Combs business employees, facilitated the freak-offs by, amongst other things, booking hotel rooms for the freak-offs, stocking the hotel rooms in advance with the required freak-off supplies. The hell are freak-off supplies? Jesus, are they going to list them? Let me see. Let me get back up here. Freak-off supplies, including controlled substance, baby oil, lubricant, extra linens, and lighting. Cleaning the hotel rooms after the freak-offs to try to mitigate room damage, arranging for travel for victims, commercial sex workers, and Combs to and from the freak-offs. Jeez, Diddy. Did he do it? Yes, he did. Oh, resupplying Combs with requested supplies. Delivering large sums of cash to Combs to pay the commercial sex workers and scheduling the delivery of IV fluids. Damn. What are you doing? Keeping the motherfuckers hostage and then giving them IV fluids to wake them back up or whatever? Jesus. In or about March 2024, during searches of Combs' residence in Miami, Florida, and Los Angeles, California, law enforcement seized various freak-off supplies. Jesus. Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh, man. Oh, he said, freak-off supplies, including narcotics and more than 1,000 bottles of baby oil and lubricant. Man, I always heard about these Diddy parties, man. Diddy was on some other level shit. 1,000 bottles of baby oil and lubricant. Just imagine what he was doing with the lubricant, you guys. Oh, my God.
Oh, my God.
Oh, my God.
Nigga, what?
Combs subjected victims to physical, emotional, and verbal abuse to cause the victims to engage in the freak-off. So he would give them drugs so they would engage in the freak-off. Combs maintained control over his victims through, amongst other things, physical violence, promise of career opportunities, granting and threatening to withhold financial support, and by other coercive means, including tracking their whereabouts. What? Did he have trackers on him? Dictating the victim's appearance, monitoring their medical records. Jesus Christ, he monitoring medical records. Oh my God, controlling their housing and supplying them with controlled substances. During and separate from the freak-offs, Combs, amongst other things, hit, kick, threw objects at, and dragged victims at times by their hair. These assaults often resulted in injuries that took days or weeks to heal. Boy, Jesus Christ. This is, what is that dude? What is that dude's name? That dude name, can't remember his name. Anyway, whatever. I remember his name. The other dude that was indicted, him and that woman, where he was flying people to his island and shit like that. Okay, Combs threatened victims' careers, livelihoods, including if they resisted participation in the free calls. Victims believe they could not refuse Combs' demands without risking their financial or job security or without repercussions in the form of physical or emotional abuse. Combs also used the sensitive, embarrassing, and incriminating recordings that he made during freak-offs as collateral to ensure the continued obedience and silence of the victims. Jeez. Wow, man. D. Members and associates of the Combs enterprise, including Combs security personnel, at times carried firearms. On more than one occasion, Combs himself carried and brandished firearms to intimidate and threaten others, including victims of and including victims of and witness to his abuse. In or about March 2024, during searches of Combs' residence in Miami, Florida, and oh Jesus, what else they find? Los Angeles, California, law enforcement seized firearms and ammunition, including 3 AR-15s with defaced serial numbers. Oh, that's another felony charge, man. Golly, man, as well as a drum magazine. Oh my God. Oh my God.
Oh my God.
I hope that drum magazine wasn't loaded, didn't have shells in it. Members and associates of the Combs enterprise. This is E. Members and associates of the Combs enterprise enable Combs control over the victims by following his directions. These are people who were involved in the crimes, man. Man, they 9 times out of 10 they testifying against them. Follow his direction regarding financial payments to the victim, advancing or suppressing the victim's career opportunities, and acquiring the controlled substance Combs used to keep the victims compliant. The feds have been watching him for members for a minute. Members and associates of the Combs enterprise at times witness Combs' violence towards the victims. Yep, witnesses are starting to talk. Or the victim's injury caused by Combs without intervening. And well, Gene Deal said he always, well, he didn't say that. He said Gene Deal, to quote Gene Deal, not to quote me, Gene Deal said that he would hit what's her name? Not Cassie. Well, Cassie, I think it was Cassie. He said hit her with a pillow or something so he wouldn't leave injuries. Yeah. Members and associates of Combs at times witness Combs' violence towards victims or the victim's injuries caused by Combs without intervening. Instead, members and associates of Combs enterprise help conceal the violence and abuse by, amongst other things, assisting Combs in monitoring and preventing victims from leaving locations such as hotels or Combs' residence. They're going to hit his ass with kidnapping too, damn goofball. These occasions included instances in which a victim was required to remain in hiding, sometimes for several days at a time, to recover from injuries that Combs inflicted without being publicly observed. Members and associates of the Combs enterprise also assisted Combs in locating and contacting victims who attempted to flee his abuse. Jesus. Man, this is about as bad as it gets, man. This is about as bad as it gets, man. Wow. F. When employees witness to his abuse or others threaten Combs' authority or reputation, Combs and members and associates of his enterprise engage in acts of violence, threat of financial and reputation harm, and verbal abuse. These acts of violence included kidnapping and arson. I wonder if that's that Kid Cudi thing that people keep mentioning about him blowing up Kid Cudi's car or setting it on fire. In addition, on a multiple occasion, Combs through both objects and people. Damn. P. Diddy picking people up and throwing them, as well as hit, dragged, choked, and shoved others. When Combs' authority or reputation was threatened by the possibility of negative publicity or legal or law enforcement action against him, including in or about late 2023, following the public allegations of Combs' crimes, Combs and members and associates of the enterprise pressured witnesses and victims, including through attempted bribery, to stay silent and not report what they experienced or knew to law enforcement. Witness tampering. On phone calls, oh shit, they tapped his phone too. On phone calls, Combs and other members and associates of the enterprise, amongst other things, provided these victims and witnesses with a false narrative of events in an effort to conceal Combs' crimes. Combs caused these calls to be recorded on at least 2 occasions. Jesus. So I think people recorded him. The individuals recorded him. Jesus. The racketeering conspiracy. Oh, here we go. Free Young Thug, free slime, from at least in or about 2008 through on or about the date of the filing of this indictment in the Southern District of New York and elsewhere. Sean Combs, aka Puff Daddy, the defendant, and others, known and unknowns, being persons employed by and associated with the Combs enterprise, described in paragraphs 6 through 12 of this indictment, an enterprise engaged in and the activities of which affected interstate and foreign commerce, knowingly combined, conspired, confederated, and agreed together, in which each other to violate the racketeering law of the United States, to which Title 18 United States Code Section 1962C, that is, to conduct and participate directly and indirectly in the conduct of the affairs of the Combs enterprise through pattern of racketeering activity. Jesus. Man, they getting this nigga racketeering. He's done. He's done, man. Hey, multiple acts involving kidnapping, chargeable under the following provisions of state law: California Penal Code 207, blah, blah, blah. Let's just go through this real quick. Aiding and abetting, conspiracy, B, multiple acts involving arson, charged under the provision, aiding and abetting, conspiracy, C, multiple acts involving bribery, charged under the following provision, bribery of a witness, Jesus Christ, witness tampering, attempted with pretending, confidential, aiding and abetting, conspiracy. All right, D, multiple acts, indictable under, okay, let's just run through these, relating to tampering with a witness, victims, or informant, relating to forced labor, jeez, relating to sex trafficking, prostitution, and other illegal sexual activities, multiple offenses involving in possession, intent to distribute, again, for drug trafficking, or distribution of narcotics, controlled substances, including cocaine, oxycodone, alprazolam, the hell, all that methyl something, blah, 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 blah. I don't even know what all that stuff, man. Acid and ketamine. Isn't ketamine a horse tranquilizer? In violation of the Title 21 United States Code Section, Jesus, okay. Distribution and possession with the intent to distribute, and conspiracy to do the same. This dude is done. Uh-oh, wait a minute. Let me go back up here. It was part of the conspiracy that Sean Combs, aka Puff Daddy, the defendant, Brother Love, agreed that a conspirator would commit at least 2 acts of racketeering activity in the conduct of the affairs of the Combs enterprise. I don't know what that means. I am not a lawyer. Notice of special sentencing from at least in or about 2009 up to including in or about 2018 in the Southern District of New York and elsewhere as part of his agreement to conduct and participate in the conduct of the affairs of the Combs enterprise through a pattern of racketeering activity. Sean Combs, aka Puff Daddy, the defendant, agreed to and affecting interstate and foreign commerce, knowingly recruit, entice, harbored, transport, provided, obtain, advertise, maintain, patronize, and solicit by any means a person knowing and in reckless disregard of the fact that means of force, threats of force, fraud, and coercion as described in Title 18. Jesus. How many of y'all think Diddy done? I do. The grand jury charges. Oh, here we go. Let's get to it. Number 16. For in or about 2009 up to and including in or about 2018 in the Southern District of New York and elsewhere, Sean Combs, aka Puff Daddy, Brother Love, the defendant, in and affecting interstate and foreign commerce, knowingly recruited, enticed, harbored, transported, provided, obtained, advertised, maintained, patronized, and solicited by any means a person knowingly and in reckless disregard of the fact that means of force, threats of force, fraud, and coercion as described in Title 18, State Code Section 1591E2, and any combination of such means would be used to cause a person to engage in commercial sex acts. Man, commercial sex acts and attempted, aided, abetted, and willfully caused the same to which Combs recruited, enticed, harbored, transported, and maintained a person. Victim 1, Jesus Christ, who's victim 1? Who's victim 1? And attempted, aided, and abetted, and willfully caused victim 1 to engage in commercial sex acts, knowing in reckless disregard of the fact that victim 1 was in commercial sex, was engaging in commercial sex acts as a result of force, fraud. Man, they getting this motherfucker for pimping and sexual assault, SA, all that stuff, man. Man, the algorithm gonna hit my ass. Yeah. The title under count 3. Let's go through this, man. Count 3. The grand jury further charges from at least in or about 2009 up to including about 2024 in the Southern District of New York and elsewhere. Sean Combs, aka Puff Daddy, aka P. Diddy, aka Diddy, aka PD, aka Love, the defendant, knowingly transported an individual in interstate and foreign commerce with the intent that the individual engage in prostitution and attempted, aided, and abetted, and willfully caused the same, to wit, Combs transported, aided, and abetted, and willfully caused the transportation of female victims, plural, and commercial sex workers, plural, in interstate and foreign commerce on multiple occasions with the intent that they engage in prostitution. Jesus. Bye, Diddy. Bye. Forfeiture allegations. Oh, forfeiture. Forfeiture mean they trying to take some shit. Okay, as a result of committing the offense and allegations of the indictment, Sean Combs, Puff Daddy, P. Diddy, Diddy, Bitty, 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 the defendant shall forfeit to the United States pursuant to Title 18 United States Section any and all interest in the defendant's acquired and maintained in the violation of Title 18 United States Section Code 1962, any and all interest in securities of claims against and property or contractual rights of any kind affording a source of influence over the enterprise named and described herein, which the defendant established, operated, controlled, conducted, and participated in the conduct of and violation. Oh, shit. So they trying to take his shit. If he had anything to do, if any of his money, anything came from, or he paid anything with any of these accounts or any kind of accounts, whatever, they're gonna take everything this dude owns, man. They're gonna take anything this dude owns, man. And any and all property constituting and derived from proceeds obtained directly and indirectly said offense, including but not limited to the sum of money in the United States currency representing the amount of the proceeds traceable to the commission of said offense. There it is. There it is. If they can trace anything that's traceable back to any parts of his business, they're gonna take all that shit. The government is gonna be known as bad boy in a minute. They about to take all this dude stuff. As a result of committing the offense alleged in count 2 of this indictment, Sean Combs, aka P. Diddy, the defendant, shall forfeit to the United States pursuant to Title Code Section Code 1594 and all properties, real or personal, involved in, used, or intended to be used in to be used to commit or facilitate the commission of said offense, and any and all property traceable to such property, any and all property, real and personal, constituting or derived from proceedings obtained directly or indirectly as a result of said offense, including but not limited to the sum of money. Okay, they already said that already. Statute asset provision cannot be located upon, blah, blah, blah. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. All this said, we'd read this whole indictment. How many pages was this thing? 14 pages. Read through the whole thing. Diddy's fucked. He's done. Right? Yep. He might as well bend over. He's fucked. He's done. He's out of here. He's out. Diddy is out, man. Diddy is out. What you guys think? Leave a comment. Leave a comment below. Let me know what you think, man. We have read the full indictment on P. Diddy, Brother Love. He got all kind of they put all the AKs down there. So they don't miss out on one, man. Sean Combs, aka Puff Daddy, aka P. Diddy, aka Diddy, aka PD, aka Love. All of them. Pick one, because they all going to jail. Yeah, man. So what do you guys think, man? Let me know what you guys think. Hey, I want to show you this video before I get out of here, man. You know Diddy's a freak, man. Call him Diddy. Diddy is a straight freak, man. Check this out, man. Y'all seen this video? Hold on. I know everybody's seen this. Stop presenting that. Present this. Do. Share screen. I'm gonna share a tab. Here we go. Man, let's watch this. Y'all remember this right here? Do y'all remember this right here, man? Check this out.
Mr. Lee.
Yeah, I love this drink.
Where you put my
with you. I
bag
like
at?
when you like this, Daddy.
Yeah, where you put my bag?
Daddy, I
at,
like
Mr.
when
Lee?
you
it's
when you
right here,
scrambling
it's
and
right
scraping
here.
for shit.
No. I got notes
like
and
that.
Shit. You know, I'll be practicing. I got
Look at how
Mr. Lee.
Yeah, I love this drink.
Where you put my bag
I like
at?
when you like this,
Fabulous
Daddy.
looking at him.
Daddy, I like when you scrambling and
right
scraping when you scrambling and scraping for
No.
shit. No?
Okay, yeah, I'm not gonna go over that one.
Make a
That
wish.
one?
Just blow it out. It's your birthday every day.
Every day's your birthday on Drink Champs. God damn it, I'm in.
look at this, man.
Look back on where I became.
But did you miss me though? For real? Because I'm saying it seems like a thing.
I
It's
miss
his
partying
birthday
with
party,
Puff, man.
Man, but I'm talking about for your birthday.
Huh?
Why won't you party with me for your birthday, man?
We partied for my birthday before. You came to my party. And,
No, but me and you ain't never really party. You know what I'm saying? Eyes.
Look at him. We ain't never really party. Man,
Eyes, brother. Eyes.
he want to use one of them.
I understand.
Fabulous.
You know what I'm saying?
Pause.
Yo, okay. So check this
But
out.
Fabulous
Me,
and Jada Kiss ain't going for that shit. They like, man, get out of
Ray
here with
J,
that crap.
F. Gary Gray. You know, I'm a type of nigga. I like variety, man. I like people that's unpredictable. You know what I'm saying? I like different personalities. So I was like, I never knew they would become what they are today. But you know what I'm saying? But like, you know, that sounded like the type of night I want to have in Vegas. You understand what I'm saying? Okay. So Tyrese kept on talking.
This is a Floyd fight, right?
Yeah. And Tyrese keep on talking about like how you got to get back for church. And we just like, yo, the night ain't start. You got to get back for church. We in motherfucking Vegas, nigga. But like, you can go to church next week.
Look
You know what I'm saying? Sending your thing. You know what I'm saying? Nigga, we in Vegas. Don't be bringing God into this thing. Don't bring God into this situation. You know what I'm saying? F. Gary Gray is like, nigga, shut the fuck up. You know what I'm saying? Then you got Ray J. So Ray J is like just really like feeling like Ray J right now. You know what I'm saying? Hey, yo, don't do that.
yeah, that's what I said. That's why I said let me pick it up.
was talking
That's why I said let me pick it up from right there. This why I gotta
Everybody
right
do this weirdo.
Go ahead.
No, bro.
Killing.
Bro, come tell the story. Bro, we're intoxicated.
Listen.
Oh, bro, we helping me build that beautiful, nice guy, Rastafari brand of yours, huh? I see you, man.
I'm walking.
Yeah.
Happy birthday to you.
Woo!
Happy birthday to you.
Woo!
Happy birthday. It's fabulous. The only nigga that got the name that I want. Happy birthday to you.
Thank you, my brother.
Yeah. That's the nigga that got the name that I want. Fabulous. The only nigga that got happy birthday. It's fabulous. The only nigga that got the name that I want.
Man, we're going to end on this, man. We're going to end on this. Diddy, the weirdo, man, is locked up. And it's a wrap. Young Thug will be out of jail before this dude get out. Facts. Y'all think who do you guys think is going to stay in jail? You think Diddy going to stay in there? Or Young Thug, Jeffrey Williams, YSL, Free Thug? Lock this goofball up, man. You can keep Diddy. Diddy done screwed over so many people. Everybody had bad experiences with this goofball, man. You can keep him for all I care. I don't give a shit about him. A lot of music, a lot of good music came from him. Not even came from him, but artists that was under his finger. But he gets no credit. Savage ass. Get out of here. All right, you guys, I'm out of here. This is AA Ron, man, with mind-blowing behavior. You guys have a good one, and I'll catch you guys on the next stream. Peace out, man. Keep an eye out for Diddy.